All right, let's dive right in. Today we're talking about a battle, but it's not one fought on some distant field. Nope, this one's happening inside each of us every single day. It's the fight for our attention, our energy, our spirit. Really, it's a jurisdictional battle between the digital screen and the actual ground beneath our feet.
So, let's start with a feeling. A feeling I think a lot of us share. This sense that the world has become fragile, almost brittle, you know? It's that strange, unsettling mix of cold machinery and just raw human chaos that seems to be everywhere now.
I mean, let me ask you straight up. Do you ever feel that? You wake up and there's this heaviness on your shoulders, this weight that you just can't place, and deep down you know this was never yours to carry in the first place.
Well, the sources we're looking at today say, point blank, you are not imagining it. That feeling? It's the fallout from a scorched earth policy. It's the desperate, destructive tantrum of a system that knows, absolutely knows, its time is up. This isn't a sign of its power, it's the sound of its frantic, final moments.
Okay, so if this whole feeling of brittleness is by design, then what's the actual mechanism behind it? This brings us to a huge idea, the concentration trap. We need to understand the architecture, the blueprint, of our modern-day confinement. And the key to this whole trap is hidden in plain sight, in the double meaning of one word, concentration. On the one hand, yeah, it's a place of confinement, a camp. But on the other hand, it's about where you direct your focus, your mental energy. The trap works by tricking you into making those two things one and the same.
And this just lays it out perfectly. The old camps had physical barriers, right? Barbed wire, guard towers. Well, the new digital camp, it uses apps as the fences and notifications as the guard towers, constantly pinging you, calling you back, and keeping your attention locked down.
So what's the goal here? It's to concentrate what the source material calls your charge, that finite, precious supply of your life force, your focus, your spirit. The entire system is designed to siphon that charge away from the real world and upload it into a digital cloud. It's described as, literally, a land grab for the human soul.
Now, let's zoom out and look at the whole system this trap is built to support. To help us picture this big fake system, we're given this incredible metaphor from an ancient king's dream, a giant, towering statue.
So this statue, it represents the world system. Its head is pure gold, that's all the pride and ego. Its legs are iron, representing brute force and control. But the feet, the feet are where the story really gets interesting. They're a bizarre mixture of that same iron, the machine, and just plain ordinary clay, which represents us, the natural world. And right there, that's it. That's the system's fatal flaw, its secret weakness. Iron and clay, they just don't bond. They don't mix. You can try to smash them together, glue them, whatever, it'll never work. The very foundation of this massive, intimidating structure is fundamentally, hopelessly unstable.
As the quote puts it so well, the whole thing is top-heavy with ego and stands on a foundation of dust. All that shiny gold and all that tough iron is resting on something that's guaranteed to crumble. It's just a matter of time.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem, we see the weakness, but now the story takes a massive turn, because this isn't about some collapse in the future. This is about a victory that has already happened. This, right here, is the turning point.
So what's this number? What does it represent? This is the amount of real, actual, legitimate authority this broken system has over you. Zero. Zilch. It's all a bluff. It only works if you believe it still has power.
And why is its authority zero? Because of this. The stone has already struck. See, in that old story, a stone, representing a truth totally outside of man's systems, hits the statue right on its weak, brittle feet, and the whole thing just vaporizes. The point is, that strike has already landed. The system isn't failing, it has already been defeated.
This completely reframes the enemy. The architect of this whole mess isn't some powerful king on a throne. He's an evicted squatter. Just a trespasser, making a ton of noise, pretending he owns the place, even though he's already lost the court case and the eviction notice has been served.
So if the war is already won, what's our job now? That brings us to the final and most important part, reclaiming the soil. It's about changing our whole identity. We're not just survivors trying to get by anymore. We're residents. We actually belong here. And here is that jurisdictional battle, laid out clear as day. On one side, you've got the static. The lie, the screen, the digital cloud, and that survivor mentality it fosters. And on the other, you've got substance, the truth,
the soil, the real garden, and the identity of a resident, someone who holds the title deed.
And this timeline just sums up the whole epic story. We started as managers of the garden. The lie tricked us into a system of debt and death. That system ballooned into that giant top-heavy statue, but the stone has already smashed it to dust. Which means our job today is simple. We are residents, and it's time to start rebuilding the garden.
So what does that look like, practically? 4 simple steps to living a grounded life. 1. Stop concentrating your energy on the screen. Pull your charge out. 2. Look back at the soil, the real, tangible world right in front of you. 3. Start small. Go fix the broken glass in your own backyard. And 4. Get back to the original mission. Leave things better than you found them.
So we'll end on this thought. If you really know, that the big scary system is just a pile of dust and its architect is just a powerless squatter with an eviction notice, then the question is no longer, how are we going to survive this? The question becomes, where will you start rebuilding? That changes everything. It puts the power, the focus, and the future right back where it belongs, in your hands.